Joining us now is Mr. Michael Manahan. He's the author of a book called Secrets to Raising Capital. Mike, welcome back to the program.
Well, thanks, Don. Always a pleasure to be on your show.
Well, I'm really glad to have you on the program this week because of all this talk of recession and inflation. Small companies are still having to operate, still having to raise capital. How's that changing the dynamic of this, so to speak?
It's really tough on small businesses because there's even though we're technically in a recession, according to traditional uh, uh, terms in what a recession is considered, which is 2 quarters of negative growth. Normally, recessions are accompanied by unemployment. Unemployment means that you should have an easier time hiring people. But small businesses right now are having a terrible time hiring people. I have a client that opened up a branch. They basically repair gas pumps at gas stations. Opened up a new branch in another state. Cannot hire any technicians to man the trucks to go out and fix the gas stations or fix the gas pumps. So it's a real challenge. And the solution isn't just more dollars, because even if you're offering more dollars, the people simply aren't there.
Well, I think the biggest growth industry right now is the guys that make help wanted signs.
Yeah, it's the and on the flip side, small businesses are seeing their prices rise on everything they have to buy to run their business, not just labor, but the electricity, their utility bills, their phone bills, the merchandise, the supplies they need. Everything is going up. The raw materials, everything is going up, but there isn't a huge amount of elasticity on the other side. So, in other words, their customers, particularly the big customers, I have clients who serve large corporations, and the governments, by the way. Interestingly enough, the government puts up taxes and everything else, but if you're a government contractor, they don't want to pay you anymore. And if you're a subcontractor to a big corporation, those big companies don't want to pay you anymore. Yet they're putting up prices like crazy. So the small business operator, he's really caught in a massive squeeze, and it's unfortunate.
When it comes to raising capital, what are you advising your clients these days?
Well, my advice hasn't changed um, really over the years. First of all, it's a matter of being prepared. Even upturn, downturn, it doesn't matter. There's still money available. Companies are going to get money, but you have to be prepared. You have to have your ducks in a row, if you will. If you go unprepared, if you had poor projections, if you have a poor business plan, you're not going to get the money. The second thing is um, you really need to think about uh, making yourself attractive to the money guys. What are they investing in? What are they looking for? Uh, what are the hot buttons right now that get money people excited? That might be green energy. It might be something to do with the environment, might be environmentally friendly. I'm not sure, but you want to find out where the money is going. And the third thing is take the money. Over the years, I've had so many clients who, oh, that money's a little too expensive. I'll keep fishing. I'll keep looking for the next deal. And then no next deal happens. And then they become desperate. If you're lucky enough to get the money, take it. That's my advice.
Especially in times like this where companies are trying to achieve growth, but as you said earlier, they can't find the employees to manage the growth.
Yeah, the question has to be, why is that? Why do we have such low unemployment? And part of the reason is, which the numbers don't tell you, unemployment numbers only count people who are out there actively looking for work. People who've dropped out of the workforce, like the Uber driver I took last week. I had a long conversation with him coming back from Los Angeles airport to my house in Long Beach. He used to work full time. He's now doing Uber full time. He is no longer considered to be a member of the workforce. Uh, I said to him, would you take a job if you could find it? He said, yeah, if it was the right job. In the meantime, I'll continue to drive Uber. I'm making money, my flexible hours. I can work when I want. And so those unemployment numbers don't take into account the people who have opted for alternative income strategies.
For people who want to read your book, Secrets to Raising Capital, Mike, where can they find it?
Yeah, go to professormanahan.com. That's Professor Manahan, Manahan with an A.com. All my books are there, not just my books, but I write articles from time to time. I've got, I don't know, perhaps 70, 80 articles on my website. I think they're interesting. They're all free to read. Share them with your friends. I read on economics. I read on the job market. I read on politics, just a host of a variety of things. And I think sometimes my perspective is a little bit different than you see in other media outlets. So, yeah. And of course, my contact information is on my website. Reach out to me. Happy to talk to anybody anytime.
Mike Manahan, always a pleasure having you in the program. Your insights are valuable. Thanks for joining us.
Okay. Thanks, Don. You have a great day.